Hello. I'm back once again, and it is Friday. It is time for Stormworks, and I am going to basically fix the problems that I made last week, because in the time that in between streams, I got the realization what I did wrong with the truck, which caused it to, not work at all. So now we're going to improve that, improve the design, make it work way better, and overall fix other small problems, make it look proper and functional. Because the problem I realized was suspension. Why was I using it in the first place? Is the question. Because those trucks are too heavy to use suspension, so I have to just use wheels without it. Ride will be bumpier, but you're going over roads anyway, so you don't need the suspension. So I've basically been trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist. And now that's basically the entirety of engineering, just solving problems that don't exist yet. But it's Stormworks. What am I trying? Yes, now if it wants to load it, if I don't tap out of the game, it does the last 10% for once. Come on. Come on. It can do it, trust me. There we go. See, what you need to do is have a little bit of faith in the program and it will work. Yes, that is suffering from... Oh yeah, I was using downsized, high grip, high everything. Wheel. 5x5. I'll probably need to do some of this. The front can still have suspension for sure, it's just that I need these wheels in the right position. Yeah. And then I'll lower the tire radius, I guess. Give it high grip. And high grip. There we go. They don't... Oh wait, they don't have brakes yet. Hold on. Hold the phone. They need brakes. These go all the way over here, which is the handbrake. I might want to make it larger as... Make the wheels larger as well. Doesn't go to compact. Variable brake. Might want to just go for 0.5. 0.5 and then 0.5. Almost. But good enough to see if I can connect. We want like 10. Why doesn't it work? Then let's see, where is... There. I guess I'm gonna connect to the new one. Yeah, that one's damaged. I also need to put windows in here. There we go. See? Solve the problem. Oh, no, 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 no. Driving with this is surprisingly difficult. This thing does like the throat, or like if I just make a sharp turn, it will try and flip itself over. Alright, so what if I grab this? What if I make them larger again? Bring them back to their normal 5x5 size. You know, leave the front with suspension. Put this logic somewhere. Probably not. Can I put it back there? Hmm. Yeah, this is a powerful engine. Let's see. I have that one connected. Do I have another one? No. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's spawn it in. See if the back is up. Why is it so laggy? Right now it should be fine. The engine doesn't even stall. Shit, 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 shit. I mean, definitely looks a bit funky, but This is a good one. I can work with this. All right, 4 dials are necessary. Same as an add because we have. Wait, no. I don't need it. All I can do is add another logic node. Call it channel 4 2. Make it a number, and then we have channel 4 2 and 4. So we're gonna put an add. Put that in between A plus B, which is fuel, and then go there. That means the weight remains the same. Channel 4 just needs to be fuel. So composite goes to this channel. Then we first have to name this, or it's already named. Temperature, batteries, channel 4. So, comes channel 3. No. This becomes 4. Battery becomes 2. Channel 1 will remain temperature. There should be one. Wait. There. Oh, you're going. Oh, that's that one. Channel 1 will go there. And we have channel 2 will go to the battery. Channel 3 will be RPS. Channel 4 2 will be one of those, and then channel 4 will be that. I know it looks like spaghetti. Trust me, it will change. Look. I have 1300 liters of fuel. Let's see where RPS. Let me grab 12. Let's see how good it is on fuel. Pretty decent, not the best, but still decent. I definitely need to lower that brake number. Soup. Yes. Lights. Every time I see the word soup, I have to immediately think of clothes. Because why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Wait. If you don't know that one, you should look it up. It's basically 2 people Like, one of them is looking at soup, the other one is calling the person shopping for clothes. Clothing, but they can only find soup. And they're at a store called Soup, the Soup Store. Which, Soup is actually clothes. They actually sell clothes. There's actually a store called Soup. But it basically becomes a discussion of why you're buying clothes at the Soup Store. It is an old one, but it's still kind of funny. Just basically there's also two people screaming at each other about a store called Soup. Just look up the sentence, why you're buying clothes at the Soup Store. Yes, and they sell clothing. Which is weird because you have a store named Soup. So why not sell soup? Where does my where does this go? That's the variable break. This is, yeah, no shit, that needs to be 0.3. This is way less breaking, but I do not know where the soup store is. I'm gonna take a look on Google Maps to see if it. There are multiple. Why? Why? There are multiple. There are multiple stores called Stoop where you can buy clothing. Of course, each with a variation, of course, because stores can't keep having the same name. I stall. Oh. Let's back it up into this one. It still lowers a little bit. I guess it's tire pressure. Might have to go for dualies then. Or remove a couple of wheels. Right. Yeah, the brakes are not that great anymore, but I honestly have rather bad brakes than way too good brakes that just flip you over immediately. Also 8 RPS seems, which is the most efficient. Seems to also keep the battery at the exact same charge. Which is good. Battery needs to be charged as well. I'm wondering, is there any way to use this lights? Right, I just let go of the clutch and just slam on the brakes. See, the brakes are perfectly fine. What now? What now? I guess a linear speed sensor is necessary, possibly. Connected to a function. This one is going to be only reading horizontal speed. This one is going to be x times 3.6, which makes speed a possibility to read. It's all about just read it. You make something and it's all about reading the data from that. Because with 8 RPS we're doing 30, not even doing 40. Wait, it's an electrical connection. Of course. Yes. We're doing that. What if I grab 15? Oh no 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 no. Stabilize. You piece of shit. And now we're stabilized and in a straight line. Let's see how hard we can push this. Oh, we can go way more than this. Now we have continuous wheel spin. We're doing this. Driving with this high RPS does kind of drain the fuel. But all right. Now that we are reading all the data that's necessary here and we have all this logic here. Yeah, let's put it away. I'm a bit tired, but yeah. Woke up very late today, which already means you're going to be tired for the rest of the day. And then I went to see Sonic 3 with a friend, so can be a bit tired still. Can't get away with this, right? With making the back look like a bunch of logic. Right there. Push this one right here. Alright, let's merge that. Can I basically get rid of this entire bit? I think I actually could. Considering I'm now... Do I have a gearbox going here already? Yes I do. I just almost started max torque. We're struggling. What? Because if I can help, I'm more than happy to help. I'm going to try and line this up immediately. Oof. Yes, I do want my third wheel back. Ooh, that's that is a good one. That is indeed a good one. Needing an engine CPU or ECU. It is definitely like what I figured out recently is if things are complicated, make them easy. Just grab it into small little bits and deal with those bits. Because I've kind of made a scuff version of an engine ECU in a way that it's just I can say do this RPS and then go. Yeah. Stalled. As long as you're making progress. But it is still a matter of can you get like little small little bits and then take those small bits and it's a good sign. It's still managing with 2 wheels. Yeah. Everybody has their own thing in Stormworks. That's a good thing about this game as well. I mean, I'm building trucks and all that stuff. And other people like to make trains, planes, boats. I mean, I'm trying to do everything, but very rarely are you going to find somebody that plays Stormworks that does everything. I mean, it's all kind of the same logic, but still. Because technically, if you make one engine ECU for a boat or something, it is very likely that you can change that to work with a truck or a plane or something else. It's just a matter of it's all just math. It's values. Let's see. Let's grab lights. We definitely want a normal light. Two of them. And back here, we're going to go across with no, not an RGB light. Like 2 lights as well. Technically, we need 3. Career mode. Yeah. Why are there this many warnings? Electric not connected. Shit. Where was the battery? Where was the battery again? Don't tell me it was at the spot of this bed. No. I think it was on the spot of the bed. Yeah, I think it was. Yes, where am I gonna put the battery now? Yeah, it's Stormworks. You just make things as simple as you want to be. You want a very simple truck or you want a very complicated truck? Who cares? Or car? Nobody. It's all basically what do I want to make? Yeah. Alright, battery. Can I fit one here? No. Can I fit like 3 small batteries in here? Yes. Nice. War Thunder. Fun game. What is this one complaining about? Input not connected. Why do I have an empty function here? Eh? Wait. No. Eh? Why do I have an empty function? Also, I'm very curious of these, the internal logic of these trailers. Global Iron Quarry. Wait, where is? Hold on. Cancel tsunami, clean oil spills, radiation. No, let's just go that 10 kilometers. right after I reconnected specifically this button. I know I don't have an extinguisher and a welder in here, so one bit of damage and I'm done. But I should have enough fuel to go to the mine and then back. There's a connector there. I have a bad idea. I think it's a very good possibility to make a dolly that allows you to connect things to each other. Just connect one truck to the other truck. Just make a road train. And then being able to pull it because it's way too much. Right now we are managing quite well here. It's not like it's incredibly slow. I mean, it is not the fastest. It's not going to set any records here. As a first proper thing, we're doing 40 kilometers an hour with 10 RPS. We have lights on. Our battery is slowly draining. Battery is not connected as well, so I feel like the clutch is not connected. Clutches aren't turned on for the engine stuff. Which is annoying, but manageable. Just means that this battery will never charge. Right now I'm gonna go across here. Basically follow this road. Cobalt ore terminal. Quarry. We'll see where it needs to go once we're almost there. Is next stream? I think next stream might be in the new year already. This might just be the last stream of 2024. Yeah, because it's Friday the 27th, Saturday the 28th, Sunday the 29th, Monday the 30th. Which means that Tuesday will be the 31st, which means I'll stream on New Year's Day, 1st January. That's gonna be fun. I can wish everybody in that period that just past midnight, I can wish those people a happy new year. for those who are unfortunate enough to spend it on this platform. Because just spend time with people you want to spend time with. Of course, I want to spend time with you as well, because it has to work both ways. But just, it may sound a bit weird out all of a sudden, but I just thought of it. If you don't want to spend time with people, don't spend time with them, and especially around New Year and Christmas and everything. I know Christmas just passed this day, but still, just, you don't have to spend it with family, of course, if you want to do it. But, you know, some people have families that just are a bit That's the easy way to explain it. They're just a bit And yeah, if you don't want to spend time with them, don't spend time with them. You know, even though they are, I'm not saying abandon your family. God, no, don't do that. Unless they're at the point where it's just like they're kind of like abusing in the sense of, oh, we need something done. Oh yeah, get that family member. If you get nothing in return from your family, then it might be time to have a chat with them about it. But apart from that, if it's just, it's fun to spend it because of course, I've parents, so you have two families. One of them we spend time during Christmas Eve, just at dinner with the entire that part of the family, and that's always fun. But with my dad's side, don't really have any contact with them anymore. Which means you also don't spend Christmas there. Or New Year's Eve, which we've done before. Which, I mean, if it happens, it happens. Yeah, you can beat yourself up about it because, well, it's still family, but if you're having bad friends, you're going to need to abandon them as well. So I guess my point is just don't see family as a strict necessary thing, like blood-related family. Family can basically be anybody you feel at home with. You can just spend time with and just overall basically be around them 24/7 without really, you know, getting tired of them. Of course you can eventually. If you're too long around one person, you'll eventually get tired of them. But yeah, just spend time with the people you want to spend time with. And don't be afraid to end friendships and all that stuff if they feel like they're not sustainable. Of course, after you had a chat with them about it. Because with some people, if they're mature enough and they're seeing the problem and they're willing to fix it, then that saves the relationship. But you have people which you can complain, which you bring the problem to them, like, this is how I see the problem. They immediately deny it and push it upon you. If they do that, then yeah, it is time to leave. If they start pushing every problem onto you, then it's not good. You don't want that. That is, you shouldn't be needing to push your problems onto others. Of course, if it's somebody else's problem and they're not willing to admit it, then they will have to eventually. it's not like it's like somebody else going to solve all of your problems. I know the conversation can't, I know that bit could sort of come out of the blue, but yeah. If you're alone or just need somebody to talk to, my Discord is always open. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if somebody will be online. I mean, apart from right now, a couple of 2 weeks, I'm gonna be busy during the day until like April, and after that, probably just work. But if somebody's online and or if I'm online, I see somebody on server I'm on, you can join via !Discord chat or just everybody everywhere else in channel subscriptions. You can just drop in, ask if somebody's online or wants to chat. Good chance there's might be a chance that somebody will join, otherwise if I'm available I will. Especially during these times, just being with somebody that is not a negative influence is necessary. And for myself, I like to be alone as well, but you do eventually need somebody. Otherwise life gets boring. You just end up with a life that's just doing nothing over and over again. Kind of falling into that same thing as well. Or just like today, I woke up at like 2. That's not good. It's just necessary for some. You need to have at least some. There's some connection, either if it's a Discord or any other social media platform in existence, or just talking in person. Everybody needs a little bit of connection. Yeah, we're also almost here. Whee. This thing does look cool. Hey, there are ores here. Ores or just... No, those are turtles. I almost drove over a turtle. Without realizing it. I forgot Stormworks is wildlife now. It's been there for a while already, but I'm just... Yeah. Also, don't know why I'm climbing the mountain here. I don't need to be climbing this mountain, but doing it anyway. Yes. Where do I need to follow this? I need to follow this road a little bit. Follow the road until ore terminal. I don't know if you need to the quarry or terminal. Let's actually check. Let's let go of this. Apply the handbrake. Cobalt iron quarry. Alright, we need to go to the quarry. Yep. Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost at 1 kilometer, although I do need to fill that in. This entire thing is not tight, which, yeah, like a couple years ago, if I were to make a creation, I was just hell-bent on making it watertight. It just had to be. Because, like, yeah, with Stormworks, you go into the water at all times. Then I realized a plane does not need to be watertight at all. It's a plane, it goes into the air. Yeah, if you crash, but it's Stormworks. If you crash in the middle of the ocean, good luck going back. You don't have to be prepared for. I don't have to make creation that's prepared for everything. What is that up there? Alright, I'm almost there. How much fuel have I used? Around 100 liters. Oof. Might need to work on that a little bit. I need to work on that a little bit, yes. Because it is. How do I make it more fuel efficient? I guess putting a fuel valve on there. Like a variable fluid valve that is just specifically there to limit fuel. I like you can just do this in order to make it look tiny. Hold on. Can't reach F12. Can. No. There we go. I do have to keep my clutch pressed in. We're going uphill. They should make these roads more road. So now Stormworks is a lot about making planes, trains, boats. But cars don't really have a spot in this game. Apart from trucks now with this, but apart from that, not that much. Also, these roads are the same as they made them like made in the same way they made them like 4 years ago. It's just a simple bit of differently colored road. Oh, I need to go there. Alright, we're almost here. And this road is a little more carved out, but that's because the terrain would otherwise be too steep. But most of these roads are just differently painted terrain. And that's all it is. Which slightly bothers me. Right. G-side dog barking. Okay, parking lot. That is the way back. Yes, it didn't stall. I'm gonna be way off though. Alright, well, let's go. Yeah, I have to follow the road out first. Don't want to be driving straight into the quarry here. Eee. Yeah, this truck can handle, like, it is not fast in any way, shape, or form. I could put a gearbox in here. Could do that. But I don't think that will be necessary. Let's go. Should I'm going downhill. Guess if I brake fully, will it increase my speed? Yes, it will. I'm not touching the keyboard, right? It's invisible. Touching anything. See how long let's see how fast I'm going when I reach that part. What is its terminal velocity downhill here? Wait, have we reached... Is it like 10 kilometers an hour? Set its top speed while going downhill. No, we're gonna go downhill more now, which will increase our speed even more. And then I need to go this way. Alright, we have... I mean, it's snowing, which we're unlikely to get in the Netherlands, sadly. Love to have some snow, but like not just that small, insignificant amount. It doesn't even stay. Like proper, like 10-20 centimeters of snow. The best part of that is nobody will go to work anymore because good luck getting somewhere. There's like 20 centimeters of snow on the floor. Public transport is down because trains are unable to move. It just has to be like for 1 or 2 days. You know, not too cold if it's not too cold. Just so that everybody cannot get anywhere and has to, or at least you can go somewhere, but you have to go walking. And of course, after half a day, there will be enough trucks and other vehicles paused that, you know, move the snow and all that stuff to make everything more usable, to make the biggest roads usable. Of course, the smaller roads will not be, you know, cleaned. So why would you do that? They're smaller roads, are less used. And I could get the bun. You know, experience snow once again, because he has experienced snow a couple of times. Just like digging around in it. It's a bunny, they love just digging for no reason. They're like, do you notice, this area needs a hole. What about multiple of them? This thing is surprisingly quiet. Uses up quite a bunch of fuel, so I do need to fix that. But I mean, so far so good, right? Hmm. Wait, what? Why did it suddenly let go of W? Oh, yeah. Temperature's just nothing. This engine is just not overheating at all. Alright. No, because fuel doesn't matter anymore. Let's just accelerate. On 7.7. Yep. Now we're going at a decent pace. Now I do have to be more careful though. There's one wrong move and it can quite literally just break everything. Because I don't think that's... Yeah, the trucks don't have suspension either. Which I see as a small oversight, honestly. Like, why don't... Of course, they might be too heavy, but why not give them suspension? Just traveling through the mountains. .6 kilometers so far. Small leg spike, but eh. .1. Yep. We are 6 kilometers out. I don't know why, but I've been doing this thing with the map for a while now. Where all you do is slowly but surely zoom in. Yeah, I don't see anything. It's quite foggy actually. About to reach that road, which then leads me over here. Park it here, go to the E-train terminal. Which probably is the train terminal, but they put E in front of it. The JSI dock is way further away. I like how Stormworks basically has a really good naming. Naming like ways way for all their spawn stuff. Like with the thing in the beginning of Stormworks, you had 3 YouTubers which kind of got this game really going, which got me interested as well, is Komodo Gaming, Spycakes, and OB. Terminal Spycakes. Right there. Then you have Lighthouse OB. And after that, you have Terminal Komodo. They basically, the names of Stormwork villages and spawn locations and all that stuff, all those are creators. So if you're big enough and you make Stormworks, you mainly focus on Stormworks content, it is likely that if there's going to be more terrain, that it's going to have your name on it. Is it a cow with a hat? When you're right in... It's... There are cows with hats. What? That's something I wasn't expecting to see ever in my life. A cow with a top hat. And a scarf. Yeah, definitely not on my list this year. But I'm glad I saw one. He's asking, oh, what's on your bucket list? Seeing a cow with a scarf and a top hat. Right, we're almost back. We're 2.5 kilometers out. I cannot see anything yet. Due to all this fog that's here. Can see those. That is another bit of wreckage. No visual yet. Although we have the railroad right next to us. This turns off there, which means it goes. It's a mountain. There's some shipwrecks. That ain't a mountain. That is the hangar. Which means we're getting close. And our hangar's in view now. We're almost there. Almost under a kilometer. But is there no logic at all? Aww. Good. Yay, we're almost here. I want to turn a little bit away before I drop myself into the ocean. Yep, delivered. I'm just gonna continue driving on here. Then make a turn. Got the clutch. Turn the engine on. Slam on the brakes. Come to a halt. Return. And let's get those lights working then. Let's move to this. This is lights. Yes. Hotkey 1 is going to compact switch box. It is a brake light. This one will be powered by 2, which is a reverse light. These are indicators which means I get to create some stuff. Alright, properties 2x2, call it land vehicle indicators. The number input, this is going to be left, and this is going to be right. Both are going to be outputs. So we're going to get in, we're going to go greater than and less than. And blinker. This is how that's going to work. Some say it actually is quite simple. And we're just going to put a function here on the less than. So let's say we steer the number to A is greater than B. A is less than or A is greater than. So B is the value to connect it to, and A is connected to there. So we're basically creating a threshold here. Property number going from there to there. So that's basically it. This is going to go to 0 0.2. Going to be 0 0.2 and 0 0.2. We're going to save it as land vehicle indicators. This becomes x times minus 1 to make it a negative. So with this value, let's say 0 0.5. So if it's 0 0.5, right? So if you're turning in and it becomes greater than 0 0.5, it starts indicating to the right. And then if you make it, it should work, right? According to my calculations, it should work. But then again, my calculations are often wrong. Input is A and D. Right is going to be this light, this light. Left is going to be this light and this light. What do you mean it's already... Oh, that thing. Yeah. Let me quickly pull that thing out of the way then. Shall we? See, it works. The blinking is a slight bit too quick, so I'm gonna have to slow it down. But I did it in first try. Um, it's still blinking. Ah, 0.3 probably. And turn this to 0.4, I guess. I also still have to actually color the lights because everything's white now. Yeah. Should probably make the number a lot. I guess 0.1. And let's color them at least. With the additive function. This one and this one. Then we get the red. I think all of this turns red. Guess I don't need these two anymore then. Yep, that's the brake light. That's the reverse light. Those are the indicators. Yeah, nice. Now let's actually see what those clutches are connected to. Nothing. Of course, nothing. Useless. Constant. Yes, can I put that in here? Oh, the battery's right there. Oh, where do I put the constant number at then? Just the number goes to the clutch. 1. Wait, it's supposed to go on a crankshaft? You know, the part that I don't have space for anymore? Which means that every bit of value that comes should probably go there, and then this one should also probably go there. Huh. Of course it wasn't charging. Yeah, now we're reading temperature. Alright, let's ask for... Hmm. That's odd. I guess 0.15 should solve that problem. If it's less, then that's that's a problem. Hmm. Comes from the inverter, so it is stuck with the less than. Let's do the left part of the vehicle. Ah, what? What? All right. That's a bit weird, but okay. That it just got rid of my expression. But oh well. At least I have a solid wall now. That also means that I can remove this one. Saves a little bit of weight. There's a bed. I probably should put some equipment in here. Or at least at the back here as well. Counting a welder, for emergency fixing. A fire extinguisher. I guess because this fire extinguisher is necessary, we're going to do 2 of them. And then in here is going to be just equipment. I guess because chest rig, no. Where is my Arctic set? Arctic. Arctic set. I also probably put a heater in here. So I guess we'll just fit neatly in here. Then we're going to need a defib. And a couple of medkits. What else would I need? I don't need weapons in here. A rotating light. I guess adding a rope anchor behind here is nice. It's a necessity. There we go. Sort of like a fifth wheel. Just it's automatically centers it and then puts it in. Go. Just doing a little bit more cosmetic stuff. Because right now, probably put a another window back here, so you can at least keep an eye out. Yes, because I was missing that expression, things went wrong. Right now, things turn on and off. I'm gonna grab 8 here. Starts, turn the lights on. I still have to connect the battery to it. Wait. I have an idea. And it's a pretty funny one, in my opinion. All I have to do is hide a function somewhere. Where it is basically not visible. Like right. Wait, no, that removed some of that exhaust. I don't want to do that. I want to put it right here. It's gonna take the battery charge. And where does this go? It's channel 2. Oh, it is still a blank function there. Ooh, that's actually really good. Boy, am I glad I had this blank function here. It's gonna be x times 100. Put that in between brackets. I'm just gonna do a round. And around x, which is x times 100. So if it's 1, it's going to be 100, right? To the nearest 1, I guess? And then that number is going to go in to the channel 2. Which means if I'm were to be correct, it should go from 99 to 9 to 100. Is it 100 now? Right, it is at 100. And for shits and giggles, I'm gonna reduce the charge in the batteries. So like this is gonna be 0. Still 2 batteries, so that should average to around 33%. No, 66. I'm stupid. Yeah, it's filling up again. But I'm missing one crucial bit. 0 and 100. I mean, that's how you can easily just display percentages. Just... So right now we have 60. Let's start with pressing 8. And boom. 67%. Battery has basically been fixed, which is nice. So you guys want to know something dumb that I've experienced with YouTube over the last couple of weeks? That is weird and unnecessary copyright. What I've been experiencing is the fact that I've basically been getting copyright, not strikes, but claims to, like, all my videos, which basically means that if I were monetized, I wouldn't make any money off of it. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not monetized anyway. But it's from a song that's not even in my playlist. So they're basically saying, you know, this song that you don't even use, we're gonna copyright strike. And it's a bit of a nasty tactic what they do, because you wouldn't earn any money, because if you're unknowing, if you don't know it's happening, if you don't know that, then all of a sudden it's like, huh, I'm not making videos, I'm not making money off that video. No, they're making money off of that video without you noticing, which can result in just basically you not earning the money you should earn, and them earning the money. And not only that, but they basically try and make money in the sense of, you thought you had the right to it, but no, we're gonna copyright claim it, make the money off the video, and you not knowing that your video is not earning you money. I'm trying to do that with a lot of people, with a bunch of people, and I'm not falling for that scam, which is annoying because every time I have to dispute the claims, which I guess is also a solid tactic. It is a solid tactic, basically saying we still keep trying to copyright claim even though the music is not there. And then when somebody does eventually dispute the claim, you just let it go very easily because, well, oh no, they've caught you, oh no. Yeah, that has been happening to me over the last little bit, like a couple of weeks. Still annoys me a little bit, but it is just YouTube, I guess, and the scuffed way that YouTube works. Yeah, you cannot assume anything with YouTube. Like, sure, you can get away with some stuff, I'm sure, but you cannot get away with everything. Replace color, white, white, white. Meantime, we can paint this. And then this one goes white as well. Then we'll basically use the darkest gray. Kind of fill this in. Give it a little bit of a grill look with the grill in between there. I'm doing a little bit of cosmetic work. No. this. Yes. So this color with that, this color with that, this color with that. And finally, we're gonna put this here. Then we're gonna once again replace the color black with white. How does it look? Probably looks ugly, but just like the rest of this truck. Should be a little bit lower actually. And I'm looking at it. No. Basically, if I start coming in here, do it this way. I mean, honestly, this looks also pretty decent. A little bit more square. Now let's reimagine the entire thing. Just make it all white. Let's start with doing this, which means one bar goes across there. Or not. No, does not mean that. No. There we go. Yeah. So should I make a tutorial for modular engines? Because I feel like I should make a tutorial for those. Because I know for myself, I used to struggle with them a lot. But now that I've figured out how they work, they're really simple, but it's just the little trick. You think, oh, you just connect everything and go, but that's not it. You know, once you figure out that the little trick is basically called times x times divided by, I think x times 0.5 for like fuel, I think. Then it's done. That still allows that window to the door to shut without glitching out, right? Yes, and it looks a lot nicer. Now let's launch this thing to the stratosphere. Composite into a number. Let me get the truck. Alright, let me save this. You mean going from a composite to a composite. I assume a composite input and I assume this setup you mean for going from a composite input that's saying like the flip switch. So you want a flip switch that flip switch and sends out a channel. Oh, that's all right. Let me see. You want to start off with an on-off because we're gonna need a switch box as well, a numerical switch box with it. Then a because you want to have a constant number because value 1, which is off value means it's 0. So, and basically this you want this to be of course 1. And this needs to be the correct channel to read out of. But this is the basic setup that you need for that. You flip the switch. Of course, if you want it to be more variable, you could put a property number in place of that, of the constant number, so you can modify it a lot easier. But that is the basic setup, going from a composite flip switch. Yes, that is exactly what. Even though there's nothing connected to this off value, if nothing's connected, it just assumes 0. So right now, if you were to flip it, I have done that before with a handbrake, which I put on. Like right now, this is basically a compact switch box. Yeah. Stormworks is a game that has just a learning curve that kind of loops back on itself. It's kind of a loop, like it starts to get very difficult, then it starts to get very easy because you figure something out. And then with that stuff that becomes easier, trying to make a complicated system that becomes too difficult. And you infinitely loop. Well, oh yeah, oh, I put a heater in there without connecting it. Ah. I need a temperature probe. Hemp, no temp. Temperature probe, which I'm gonna stick on the roof here. Yes, just like Worth. Why do those games have this much in common? It's just. I need to come back greater than real quick. Greater than. Compact greater. It's basically just, oh yeah, if you finally learned something. Oh, it's time to suffer. With War Thunder, it's more just, oh wow, I've learned this new thing. I've learned finally how to angle my tiger. Oh well, have fun. Here's new stuff. If it's it's a greater than, I need less than, of course. Less. Compact less than. Yes, I made both of them. If it's less than, I guess, 4 degrees, then start heating up the truck. Yeah, the reason I made compact stuff, like a compact less than, is first of all size. A less than is 3 blocks big, or like a less than is this size, and then you need if you want to have a constant number, you need a constant number added to this. that totals to a amount of mass of 2, which is this, but then a lot more compact. And because I added a property number to it, I can just change it on the fly. This is diesel. I technically don't need this one. I guess I could put some paint on it. What kind of paint should I put on? I kind of think of two-tone with white on top, and I could go for a red on the bottom. What about blue? It's too bright of a blue. That's too deep of a blue. I do have this blue still. Yeah, should be good. Go 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Yes. If there is no visual thing of progress, then it becomes a lot more difficult to keep things going. It's like, yes, give me the dopamine immediately. Add some paint to it. Not that far. Right now we have all that. We've done all that. Wait, does that mean that I need to go in here and just paint that? As well as paint this? Yes. Yeah. I mean, I do have some stuff from workshops that I've taken over the years, but for example, let's actually close this. Let's scroll down. Yeah, workshop microcontrollers. We have the this is still an old one from Mr. N Jersey back in the day, and seeing this basically gives me an aneurysm already. Just although now that I look at it, it does not look that difficult. It just looks like a lot. Compare that to my own engine controller that I've built over the years, basically over like a year. All it is you have your throttle input. This is your set point for your RPS, the amount you want it to give. It goes through a PID, and because it's a modular engine, it has to clamp in between 0 and 1, otherwise it will not run. Then the fuel gets divided by 2 in order to run, and the air just gets to 1. It compares it to the RPS that it has. So if you say I want 8 and it has 0, it knows to increase. But we also need, that would be for a functioning engine that's already running, but you also need it non-running. So right, if it's between 0 and 4, then the button gets pressed, then you can start then you can use the starter. But also this button, this push the toggles the PID to turn on, because without it, it would just not function. It would assume 0. Yeah, this simple system is what powers basically all my engines. Like if you have if you use one of my creations, it's very likely that is one of my that is at least in there. Yeah, the best way is to just keep it simple for now. Just keep it simple to your understanding. Can you understand this? Yes. 370 hours. Then you... It sounds weird to say this, but for Stormworks hours, you're basically still a rookie at that point. You're still just in your beginning phase. Like, I'm already at like 1100 hours. Of course, a large amount of that has also been spent picking things off the workshop and using those. Like, my workshop tab is just also some of my own creations, because I switched from device and I didn't know how to otherwise do it. But also a lot of planes, trucks, especially planes, some trains as well. Boats, but these... Like, this comes from not adventure mode. This is very old. Like, back in the day, when this game wasn't even fully out yet, you had adventure mode, which was just the basic mode saying, alright, you don't need a battery, you don't need connections at all, it will just work. 80, let's try 80. Will it run 80? I wanted to press 8, but I pressed 6 accidentally, so... We're under... Speed... I think I gave it too many beans. I think this has got... I think I gave it too many beans, and it immediately failed. Guess I could probably do this. Just remove this as well. Remove these. It's Stormworks. You don't... Logic is an option. Like, I used to basically create very simple vehicles with just the most basic stuff in it. You don't have to go difficult. Does it work? Yes, then fine. I've gotten accustomed to that thing. Just, does it work? Yes, fine. Then it's done. And over time you realize, yes, but I want some quality to it, and then you start adding that to it. Bit by bit, you're getting better and better and better. And I'm at that point where I'm like, yes, if I can help people with creations, I can help people with creations. That's why this also counts for people that watch this as a VOD on YouTube. If you're stuck with something, make sure to either add them in the comments or somewhere else that I can see them, so I could possibly help. Of course, nothing's guaranteed because I'm also human, but at least I can give it a try to see if I can make things work. Because I'm more than happy to just give out the little wisdom I have and help other people get less stuck with their creations. Because if you don't know how to do something, at least for me, that does really kill the vibe. It really kill my flow. Like, if you have this entire flow in the game, and you just mess it up by, you know, just dealing with difficult things, then it does really get annoying. Add? What? So can I do less? I'm gonna do one little test run with less torque. Also, how does this does look very dark. I did make the frame just black. And of course, and I still need to fix the wheels, but I should probably get the weather under control and just make it nice. Then turn the wheel slowly back up here. Slowly back up. Slowly. Already go next to it. Not sure. Let's install the engine out. So far I've only seen it that way. Yeah. Let me take a quick look. Let me quickly understeer. Also, let me grab 8. I did change the gearing a little bit, so I should be faster now. I should have less torque, but honestly, it doesn't matter. The temperature is really stable for some reason. This engine does not overheat at all. Let me turn my lights on. Alright, let's handbrake. This goes... It's really finicky. Cobalt iron quarry. I think that... This is the cobalt iron quarry. I think it's right here. Yes. This one goes to cobalt iron quarry. So far, I've only seen it going to the same island. All this goes to the cobalt iron quarry. It's right here, but I did see something for all the way here to SJI. I'm not sure. I'm starting to like this truck. Yes. Like in the beginning, I'm creating something, then I think, all right, I'm gonna make this look good. Then when I'm halfway with it, I'm like, this doesn't look that good. And then once I'm starting to make it more beautiful, like with the front, I'm quite happy with the front end here. Just the side and the rear that I need to work on. And the front behind the wheels. Like it is functional, I just have to give it a little bit more information. Probably some cameras and side mirrors. You can always hot drop. There we go. Paint these white again. guess if I do this, camera, like right here. Will it even allow me to do this? Yes. Then a monitor going one by one, like this. With them turning on if you occupy the seat. Also have to say the battery needs to be full. Right now it's still giving me a bunch of warnings that should all disappear with this. There we go. Now I need to be forward a little bit more. How am I gonna do that? How am I gonna move it one forward without making it look ugly? So if I grab all of this, move it forward one. Same with this one to have better visibility. You're not even connected. I have to do this. Unless I just... Unless I just do this and then give it a little bit of a steeper, flatter nose. Which allows me to connect this to here and just... It makes it more square. I like this front bit, but I don't have to ruin it because it's a mirrors. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute here. I might be able to do something. There we go. Ah. Go from the front here. It does give you a little bit of a blind spot, but let's see if I can make that. If I can mitigate that fact by making it. There we go. Now I still have the mirrors and I still have them. If I jump into it. There you go. Visibility. Although it does drain the battery, which means you cannot stay in the seat for a long time. Unless you turn the car on. And as we're moving forward. Those mirrors look way too bulky to me, but alright. Take care, and if I don't see you again this year, Happy New Year already. I guess my next stream won't be until next year, so... I no, come on. And with that, I'm also going to go to this one because yeah, I am going to be ending it here. Ending it here because time and all that stuff. So yeah, that was last stream of 2024, which means I'll see you guys next year. If you like what you saw and want to see more, make sure to interact with the content and let me know if you want to see more of what I do. And if you want to have a chat with me or give me ideas or other stuff, join the community. Make sure to join the Discord via !Discord. Or within the descriptions or chats or everywhere in between because I shoved it everywhere, same as my YouTube, which is going on YouTube. So hello and goodbye YouTube as well, which you can find via !YouTube or everywhere else. And with all that said, have a very pleasant weekend, half a week, New Year. For all my Dutch people, either other people who are gonna set off fireworks, please keep your fingers. It's a lot easier to type stuff and exist with all your fingers. That's why I still have all of them. And yeah, stay safe and see you all next year.